Hey everybody, Dave Acton checking in. Interesting confirmation we have in a very dramatic way from the demilitarized zone of South Korea and North Korea. We have the Vice President Mike Pence reporting in that yes, it was a cyber attack that made the North Korean missile fizzle. Personally, I don't like the term fizzle. I think it lacks a certain military zing, like walkie-talkie. We could say that the flight was aborted, blew up, self-destructed, wasn't successful. I guess those aren't really that accurate, so we'll say fizzle. So Pence has confirmed that it was the cyber warriors that averted World War III. So my supposition is that this is the coming out party for the cyber warriors, the nerds, the geeks, and the military and civilian contractors that were working on how to infect the software of these missile systems. Now, there's two ways to look at it. Maybe they won't have sophisticated software in any future missile systems because of these hacking problems. Who knows? But I do think it's a changing of the guard. And now they're going to use this cyber attack, cyber warfare capability to say we need more money, we need more funds for cyber warfare, which I personally believe we're lacking as a nation. I don't think our cyber warfare capabilities is to the extent of North Korea, China, or Russia. Now, the nice thing from a psychological warfare perspective or PSYOP perspective is there's no way to prove this. Anytime you don't have any real evidence, you can always claim it was part of a cyber warfare attack or a infusion of maladaptive software to screw up the missile's guidance system. So we don't know if it was electromagnetic interference jamming. He would have probably said that we jammed the missile's guidance system or whatever. He said cyber attack. So cyber attack's going to be the sexy new terminology. So congratulations all you nerds and geeks out there that are busily working in the Vault 7 at the CIA at coming up with new Trojans, viruses, and worms to crawl their way into the weapon systems of North Korea. Again, personally, I think North Korea probably had people to scan for these things before they injected software into their missile systems, but I don't want to be a nitpicker. Let's just celebrate the cyber warfare. And again, I think this is a little bit of a changing of the guard. This demonstrates that cyber warfare prevented World War III. So let's roll with that for a while. It's a perfect little PSYOP. We don't have to have any real proof. There's another term in this industry called attribution. Attribution is the fingerprints, who committed this attack. By the way, I didn't want to bring this up to cloud the issue, but now that we're in an anticlimactic mode, there were several articles on Wall Street about 2 weeks ago saying that North Korean hackers had stolen about $800 million from banks on Wall Street. So you never know. Maybe some of this is a little bit of that leftover animosity. Maybe some of the bankers and the Ziocons, that's Zionist neocon, maybe some of the Ziocons were a little upset about having this money stolen and transferred over the SWIFT banking network to North Korea. And maybe this was an opportunity to have retribution. Who knows? But that's what attribution means. So in future videos, you might hear me say attribution. Now you know what it means. Fingerprints. So the attribution in this case for the fizzle of the North Korean missile is the cyber hacking capability of the United States. So we would have to say hats off to the hackers and the geeks and the people working to do this kind of work, these kind of tasks to infect systems. Thank you very much for preventing World War III. Even though there's no proof that you did it publicly, that's good enough for us. Till next time reporting in, this is Dave Acton.